Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 Gathering Storm as the Maori. Again, I would just like to remind you that Firaxis was super kind to give me access to this pre-release press build of the game. So it looks like our trade route over here in our capital finished. Do we already have an envoy with Buenos Aires? I don't plan to build... Oh... Well, I guess who's running to them wouldn't be terrible. It would give me +1 amenity from some of my bonus resources. That could be actually quite powerful. I think I'm going to trade with Buenos Aires for the envoy here to get suzerainty of them. That will give me another diplomatic favor point per turn, as well as getting a lot of extra amenities from my bonus resources, which is quite good. Let's unlink these guys. You're going to make your way down this way. I'll be able to faith purchase a settler here in a couple of turns. I have a 5 build charge builder here that I don't know what to do with. We are getting them a mausoleum up here in 2 turns. What do I want to do with this builder? I guess I could come back and improve like the bananas. Hold on. Where did the... There's my resource icons. I must have turned them off by accident. Ooh, I'd like to get that cotton up. So I think I'm going to send you to the capital through the water. Yeah, I think we're going to settle here at long last. We kind of hemmed and hawed about what we want to do with this city, but I think we're pretty happy with this choice. And we will... we might start with a theater square in here. On the grassland hill is fine. We'll have plenty of food from the water. So I don't mind crushing a grassland hill for a theater square. I'll faith purchase the granary. And I'll faith purchase the monument. And we'll get you in position to improve that next turn. I guess I'll purchase it so that I can improve it. And you'll come back here to escort the next settler that comes out. You're still doing exploration for me. I'd like to get a little bit more knowledge of up here. So she claims the seas and the shores for herself. So he's quite happy with how my nation is going. I'm quite happy with how my nation is going. Alrighty. There's mercenaries. We do want to get exploration because there are multiple cards that I'd like to have plugged in here. Could I get suzerainty of a city-state that I don't already have? I could get Cahokia, which allowed me to make Cahokia mounts, which isn't amazing, but more importantly, it would give me +2 gold here and another suzerainty. There we go. We're up to +4. So I think I want to settle right there because it's a plains hill. I'm going to just scooch around to get vision of this. So that's just a flatland tile. Yeah, we're going to fill this with forests later. Now, I think, right, the Maori applies its bonus to any feature. Yeah, any feature that... So I can build I could eventually build lumber mills on here in the late game. Once I get... Once I get the steel technology, then it'll be worth it for me to start maybe building lumber mills. Although I'm not entirely sure. Might just leave them unimproved. It depends. It really depends. I think this settler... I think I decided to settle here. That would get me 1, 2, 3, 4 fishing boat yields. Pretty far out they are. I think right there is fine. So we'll make our way over there. You're coming this way. You're coming this way. We're pretty close to getting cartography, which is going to net us a lot of gold income from fishing boats, which is really, really powerful. Really, really nice. Let's go to the next turn. So you are willing to trade me diplomatic favor and gold per turn for pearls. I will take that deal. And there's the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. That's going to be quite useful. Question is, am I ever going to be able to get Isidore? I would like to get Isidore. So there's the mausoleum. Oh no, this was pillaged. That sucks. I might actually make a... how fast could I make a galley? Wait. I can make a galley in 2 turns. I think I'm going to make a galley to try to guard. Well, it probably makes more sense to get a quadrireme. No, I'm going to make a galley. I'm going to make a galley to guard this. And then I'm going to tell it to repair the harbor. And I'd like to build a theater square as well. And there's a +2 theater square right here. So I want to make sure I lock that in as an option. So harbor theater square seems reasonable. And I have another settler locked in here. Let's get these guys linked up to keep them safe. Ooh, gain 1 envoy. That's actually a pretty reasonably powerful ability here, because I could maybe get Suzerainty of Hattusa here. Provides 2 of each strategic resource that you have revealed but not improved. Blink. There we go. That's going to get us some horses. And it gives us Suzerainty of another city-state, which I'm pretty happy about. We'll pop up onto the hill. We'll settle there. Feels like a pretty good spot to go. Right. I want to get a second copy of those pearls up. I think I'm okay with working food first. And we'll go to the next turn. So he's willing to give me diplomatic favor for pearls. Okay, I'll take that deal. That seems pretty reasonable to me. Again, diplomatic favor is quite valuable. This will mean I'll be able to participate more in the World Congress. Just, you know, drop a few points in. I'm pretty okay with that. We'll go ahead and grab another envoy. And we will send this one. Perhaps Muscat is a good place to put this to get just that little bit of extra gold. Alternatively, I could put it in Kabul and get a little bit more production towards my settlers. So yeah, we're going to work on the harbor right now. And then purchase a lighthouse if we can. You are heading out this way. There's actually a decent city over here, which could open up further settlement opportunities in this area. Okay, let's go and repair this first before we head over to the capital. But yeah, we've got some stuff we want to improve. Let's settle in place. That'll give us +3 era score. And let's get these farms up, I think. Get the city growing. Let's faith purchase the granary. Faith purchase the ancient walls, just so our cities are defended, because our empire is kind of spread. So I want to make sure that I'm well defended across multiple places. Now the downside of settling here is I can't put a harbor beside, but I can get a theater square. And I think I'm going to go straight for the theater square. You're doing some good exploration for me. You build that, you'll grow into that. That'll give you extra gold and faith, which is quite nice. Oh, one of my cities has a housing problem. I'm going to want to see if I can fix that. I have another envoy here. It could be good to pick up Zanzibar here. Just spreading them out so I get more value. Because the one envoy point is quite useful. Let's have a look. Okay. This would grow a turn faster. So I think I'm okay with this setup so far. I can't harvest that, so I'm going to improve it. I'm going to park you on this and put you on alert so you can defend my harbor. You're going to go ahead and improve that. So we have plenty of growth in this city. Looks like growth is not an issue for us at all this game. I'm happy with settling you there. There is a volcano nearby, which could mean some, you know, volcano events, which would be, at the very least, interesting. Who knows if they're going to be good. Yeah, this city needs housing. Let's faith purchase the granary. And I mean, as much as I'm going for exploration, I kind of wish I was going for monarchy right now. I might just get this and then switch to monarchy. Ooh, the Meenakshi Temple grants 2 gurus. Gurus is 30% cheaper to purchase. Religious adjacent to gurus with 8 plus 5 comma straight up plus 1 movement. Ooh, that's an interesting wonder right there. Probably more for a religion game. So let's look and see if we can maybe settle somewhere over here. I think I'd like to get 2 cities in here. So I might settle like right there and then somewhere up here. Maybe there? I'll have to see. You're coming back to escort settlers. You're going to jump up there. 4 build charges on this guy. I think I want to put forests here eventually, so I don't want to waste any time. But let's go ahead and jump on this fish tile. And we'll purchase it so that we can border pop. Keep exploring. This little strategy that I've kind of decided to go for feels quite powerful, actually. And I'm quite satisfied with it so far. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. You would like to give me 2 luxuries for some horses and pearls. I will take those 2 luxuries, because I could just use more amenities. More amenities means more yields. Surely you'll give me some gold. Yeah, there you go. 1 gold per turn. Come on. That 1 gold per turn means a lot to me. Hungary. Nice. We got another really good thingy. Let's see. I think... Do I want to go for an aqueduct here? I kill a really nice tile by doing that. It gives the city access to fresh water, which it doesn't have. Which could mean more tiles worked. So I think, man, I really don't like killing that tile. I think I'm going to get the lighthouse first. How much for a settler? 530. I'm going to have a hard time saving for that. Let's put the plantation down. Oh my god, these tiles, man. These tiles! Let's unlink this. Get you up there. And start bringing you back to escort the next set of settlers. Superb. Ooh, you want to work a lot of production. You're still going to grow if you work that. That's fine. I think I'd rather work this, though. I want the food. I want to make sure you have a good food income. We're going to settle right here. Hey, we settled on America. It's not really the America that I recognize, but America all the same. I don't think a Maori is going to give me a huge amount of... Well, now that I think about it, it could. I don't want to place next to this, so I think the harbor would go there. Let's place the theater square. And then let's place the aqueduct. I think an aqueduct here. I think aqueducts actually are quite valuable here in this game, and I think I shouldn't neglect them. Let's go ahead and grab the granary for a bit of growth. I'm going to hard build the granary in some cities. I think I want to save up my faith if I can, because I can always buy stuff with faith later, but I can only buy settlers and builders with faith for a very short period of time. I'm going to build my unique improvement to hopefully get me a better chance of a golden age. A pretty pretty far away from needing to do that, actually. I might save it for a future era. Another tribal village over there. All right, cool. So we have the Caravel and the Casa de Contratación. So I think now is a decent time to go for the lumber mill. Oh, man, I'd like to get military engineering, but I think I'm going to rush the lumber mill. Because that all leads into sort of late game power buildings like the... there's tile improvements here somewhere, I promise. Like the solar farm, the wind farm, all these great power buildings. The geothermal plant. Yeah, looks like we're not going to be getting power in the early game. We're going for a zero carbon emissions game. Okay, I think I want to purchase the lighthouse and just build a settler. I mean, the Cahokia amount provides good value. Grow in 4 turns, get the city growing. I think I'd rather the extra little bit of faith there. I'll just get you to go up there and wait. I don't want to spend the money because I want to purchase a lighthouse. You make your way back. I don't want to build mines. I'm trying to avoid building mines this game. I want to see if it's totally viable as the Maori does not build mines at all. Just play kind of a one with nature type game. There's exploration. I will plug in exploration, but I'm going to be switching to monarchy. So I want that card. I want autocratic legacy. I also want to do Merchant Confederation for the extra gold generation. And I'd also like to do... I've been doing a lot of tile purchasing, so I think land surveyors here is actually quite good, and it'll make my gold go quite a bit further. So let's go in here. Let's purchase the lighthouse to give the city another housing. Look how much housing this city has. It's really great. If I had Pingala established here, I'd be getting so much culture and science, but I'm already getting like a crazy amount of culture from the city. All right, we will place the plantation. Look at this production though. 32 production is really, really strong already at this stage of the game. So let's see. Am I happy with these tiles? I like a lot of this. I'm just going to let it kind of do its own thing for now. A lot of this rainforest will get replaced eventually with regular forests and perhaps lumber mills, depending on how the things work out. So you want to wait another turn before we can purchase that tile. A few tile purchases a lot of builders are waiting on. I'm just going to put you asleep there and I'll build that later. I'm going to put you asleep in that city. I'm not ready to do anything with you. When do I unlock privateers? I might want to build some privateers this game and maybe do a little bit of coastal raiding on some people who have exposed coastlines. I think that could be a bit of fun to do. Alright. Ooh, I want to get the truffles online for sure. Let's get those guys to wait near the capital. Can I purchase this now? It's only 80 gold because I got the discount card. Got that nice border pop. And we can even border pop this fish and maybe even this crab and this crab. And then maybe this amber. We'll have to see. We'll get you next turn. You're going to go asleep for now. You're still exploring for me. Still finding lots of cool stuff. You want to give me more of your diplomatic favor. I'll take it. I've got so much diplomatic favor right now. I'm generating quite a bit. I'm very happy with that. All right. I think it's time to start promoting Reina. So I have Reina over here. I'm going to actually, you know what? I haven't actually tried out this forestry management card. So I'm going to, or ability. I'm going to try it. So that adds +2 gold to all the unimproved features in the city. Interesting synergy with the Maori there. This city is now producing a whopping 15 gold per turn, which is quite a bit. God, I feel kind of like I'm Mansa Musa, right? Although this is kind of what he would look like, you know, early classical age with this much gold. Kind of like this feels like a really healthy amount of gold generation. Let's get the quadrireme. We're going to found a city here, and that kind of leaves us open to settling anywhere we want up here, which we're quite happy about. Yeah, we'll improve that. I think this city we're going to go for a harbor first, but we're going to hard build a granary. And how close am I to being able to purchase a settler with faith? Not too far away, probably just 1 or 2 turns at most. Again, I'm trying to avoid building mines, or I'm trying to be one with nature. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to build any mines. I'm trying not to build any. I'm trying not to build any factories that produce, you know, carbon emissions. I'm trying to just be, you know, a peaceful, nice guy. Oh God, Windows Defender, no! Oh my God, it like popped up as I was clicking the end turn button. Windows Defender popped up exactly where the end turn button is, and then like zoned me out of the game and freaked me out there. Yeah, I think we're going to work both of these farms to get this city growing quite quickly. I definitely feel like this is a sort of strategy that wouldn't have been so much viable in Rise and Fall, but it feels much more viable here. Looks like he wants to buy some horses off us for some gold and some favor and open borders. I'll take that deal. Ooh, we're starting to generate some tourism. All right, we got mysticism. We have another envoy. I kind of feel like I want to spread these out a little bit. There's so many missions here. I don't even know whether I want to even try to do a particular one. Let's just go ahead and put a point into Muscat. Make sure we're getting a good spread. Probably would be more efficient if I had the card that gave me +2 for my first envoy, but it's fine. Oh, right. We can purchase another settler. Make use of him next turn. Right. Okay. It might even be worth it to just leave my forests unimproved and try to slap as many national parks down if I'm going for a tourism game. I know we just did a tourism game, but god damn it, I'm playing the Maori and they seem like they're really good at tourism. And they're really interesting. And I wanted to play the Maori because you start on the ocean. Come on, man. That's got to count for something. All right. So, wow, we are... God, these yields. Okay, the Maori are a lot more fun to play than I thought they would be. 3 promotions, amenities for the garrison unit, and we can now establish alliances. So let's see if we can start getting some alliances going. Let's declare a friendship with you, and let's make an alliance of a cultural kind. Let's see, are you willing to give me... You're willing to give me a little bit of gold. I think I might actually pick up a trader here and start trading with him. It does cost me 300 gold, but I think that's worth it. I'm going to pop you down here, link up with this guy. We need to start thinking about where our next settlement is. I could settle over... Oh, I could settle right here and put a canal there. Make a canal city. Could be fun. If I settle right here, I can do the same. I kind of want to settle to get the most of these tiles and most of these fishing resources. And that really is this tile right here. So I think we want to try and get over there if we can. And you're waiting for the settler to come out. You have 2 build charges. Let's go get that farm improved. And you have one build charge left. Could be worth my while to get the pearls here. That would bring you up to +3 housing. Let's do it. Do you need more build charges? You have a builder who's asleep here. I can't remove this, so I'm just going to improve it. That's something. It's a really interesting idea. I can't actually harvest these resources, so I kind of have to stick with them. It's an interesting sort of problem to have. How's the world climate doing? Not a huge amount of deforestation yet. Looks like there's a 17% chance for a storm, 9% chance of a flood, 9% chance of a drought, and a 16% chance of a volcano. Let's go ahead and build the fishing boat here. Very nice. It probably would have been better to do it in this city, maybe. Might have claimed more tiles, but yeah, you know, it's all the one. We are going to get the Colossus, which is interesting. Oh, you want to buy my diplomatic favor? I'm not really interested in selling my diplomatic favor. I kind of, because I don't really know how to... Oh, Jesus. Because I just punched my microphone. Because I don't really know what the value of diplomatic favor is, I'm kind of not sure if I should really be trading it away. So we could start evangelizing our religion if we wanted to. I don't think I want to build these yet. Do I want to build these yet? No, I kind of want to just keep settling because I'm having a lot of fun just settling a bajillion cities. So let's have a look around. We're starting to sort of run the world dry of settlement spots. There's some good settlements up here. We could get access to marble. It is kind of tundra. Still, though, it could be quite powerful late game if we get the city built up to a reasonable point. Looks like he's not really interested in settling over here. I wonder why. So I'm thinking I might send one of you guys up here and one of you guys over here. You just completed the theater square. Let's go ahead and get the Maori up. And I want to trade with Hungary. 12 gold over here because it goes through the water. Hell yeah. Now, I am losing my religion over here. That's something I need to work on, maybe. Perhaps I could convert some of his cities. If I converted Kumasi, that would eliminate and add to my pressure. I could probably do Gior with a single missionary. Might get a couple missionaries here. Yields. Resources, city status. Interesting. They moved this button. This button used to exist somewhere else. Used to be click up here somewhere. Can't remember where. Let's get this fish tile up because it will border pop me. That actually doesn't help my growth all that much. So I have a 5 charge builder over here that's not really doing anything. Where do you think I could move him? I don't really see anywhere. I don't know what the hell to do with this guy. I've almost got the Colossus up, which feels pretty good. I tell you what, I'll run him over here to get these horses improved. I could put a Cahokia mount here. Be +3 gold. Eventually +2 food as well. I think I just want this to be forest though. So I'll go ahead and improve the tiles that I can. I may as well just improve any of the bonus resources because I can't actually get rid of them. The city has so many amenities. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this all looks really good. 15 population. Man, that's crazy. You would like to buy some of my diplomatic favor. I'm not really interested in selling my diplomatic favor. Again, the AI seems to really enjoy trying to buy it off you. Ooh, there's a Colossus. Ooh, we get a free trader. Do we have open borders? Oh, we do. So I should go explore his other cities because I might be able to get better trade routes with him. We completed the Colossus over here. I'd like to place the theater square. As much as I hate crushing these really nice tiles, but the long-term benefit of it being here is quite good. So the question is, do I go for the theater square or do I start building temples and lighthouses? I think I'd actually like to get the lighthouse up here. The trade route is not to be sniffed at, but so is the Maori. I guess I've got the price of the lighthouse locked in. I think I'd like to maybe go like lighthouse, temple, theater square. Get those 3 districts built up if I can. Okay. This builder is going to improve the rice. I'm doing a lot of tile purchasing, but I think it's worthwhile. So can you go convert Gior? And I want you... I could trade a Palanque. The 7 gold per turn and an envoy. It's a 38 turn trade route. If I moved this trade route over here, it would be a little bit more acceptable maybe in terms of the number of turns. Certainly cut a few turns off it. Put the banana plantation down. Choose production here. Theater square has been completed. Let's get the Maori. That's just going to give us so much culture and faith that it's kind of absurd, really. And is this pillaged? I can't tell. It looks like it's pillaged, but I guess it's just a cotton plantation. I don't know. Just at a glance, it looks kind of run down because the cotton trees. They look like they're dead. Maybe that's just what cotton looks like. I've never seen raw cotton. I don't even know what the hell it looks like. Is there any other ones that look like that? This one looks really nice. What the hell? Oh, do you know what it is? I'm not working it. No wonder it looks all pooped. Okay, I've got a build charge over here that I don't need to do anything with. I may as well send it to where? You go over those horses. Do I have any like, yeah, go improve that. You run over there. Now I do get a little bit, I do get a little bit less gold for this, but it'll only take 20 turns for the trade route, which is much more acceptable, and I'll be able to get a better trade route later. I could purchase towards those horses. It's not a bad move. So where could we do a bit of exploration? Why don't you run down here? Fill in this area of the map for me. The way of the water. That really did not make a difference. Maybe it'll change over the turn transition. There's Divine Right. This is actually the government we want because it gives us +1 housing for walls. Newly trained builders and 50% production towards settlers. This does unfortunately mean we have to give up autocratic legacy, but that's fine. Let's pick up defensive building production, the old reliable, and Press gangs is fine. A little bit of caravel production. Okay, I'd like to pick up this at some point, but really I need to get to my late game government if I'm going to be doing anything like that. I want to get to conservation as fast as possible, so I kind of have to think about how I'm going to do that. And I think it's going to involve going for either humanism or diplomatic service. I think we're going to go... I think we'll go humanism. Theater work completed. Go ahead and get the Maori. Keep exploring here. Ooh, what is that? The Great Bath. Very nice. So I'm sorry. I thought my people would be welcome. I'll leave him alone now. And then I should be able to convert Kumasi pretty easily. Sure, I mean, like, there's not a huge amount of pressure in here for my religion, but it's a tiny little bit of pressure that I need. So let's get you to purchase that tile. We'll place the camp. It's not a bad tile to work, actually. Build the pasture, please. There we go. Then we'll go to the next turn. You want to give me diplomatic favor. I will take that deal. You're trading me a luxury for 2 luxuries, some gold, and diplomatic favor. I'm not interested in selling my diplomatic favor. I'm sorry. Just, I'm not super interested. Kind of trying to hold on to it. I'm trying to bank it in case it's useful for something. You never know. Somehow, I feel like diplomatic favor might be useful for diplomacy. Imagine that. I really should place down my theater square. I guess here is fine. But let's get the lighthouse finished. I have a builder on the way for that, don't I? I do. Ooh, Mali has attacked one of my ally, Zanzibar. Does that mean... Zanzibar not my ally anymore? I could, in theory, declare war on Mansa Musa and do a bunch of pillaging over here. If I had privateers up, I would definitely consider this, because look at all this lovely pillaging that I could do in here. I could be extremely obnoxious with that. All right. Let's do a quick flit through all of our cities to make sure that... Oh, so are you working on excess of food for no reason? You are. You have a huge penalty to housing. So let's make sure we switch you to production. Production. Just not food, right? That's it. Just not food. Go for yields that aren't food. You can prioritize gold, though. Maybe not. Change my mind. Just don't use food, because you're at a growth penalty. Let's do a bit of micromanagement then, right? So, oh, God damn it. These tiles are fine. This tile is fine. These tiles have features. Yeah, I think this is a good spread. Probably not the most impactful tile I just bought, but it's better than the one we had. So we'll soon have Maori, so our culture and faith will skyrocket, which I'm super excited about. I also can't wait to get rid of all this jungle. This jungle is burning a hole in my pocket. Think of all the appeal I could get. Really need to think about where I want to settle up here. I'm probably just going to settle on the horses, right? Oh, no, I didn't see this over here. What the hell? It's probably better if I'm here. All right, let's improve those horses. You're going to make your way back to the capital. I'm saving up faith because I still want to purchase more settlers. We just built settlers so crazy fast. It's kind of blowing my mind right now again. I could build a great lighthouse. Somebody's got to be earning great engineer points. Really, Sweden is the only one. Pretty late in the game to be starting. I'm not seeing a whole lot of features, so I don't need to rush a theater square. I could go for a harbor. Right there. That's a reasonable spot for a harbor. But I'm gonna go for the granary first to get the city a little bit of growth. And I guess you'll have to wait a turn before that swordsman moves and you can improve that fish there. The Maori has been completed here, and now the city generates an absurd amount of faith and culture, which is really nice. Do I want to go for the library? I want to go for the shrine. I want to go for the oracle. I've got a lot. My choices are kind of wide open here with regards to what I want to do. I would kind of like to build a couple caravels. But the question is that worth more than the library? And I think science is going to be a big problem for me, so I need to get this science online. So we spread the way of the water here. We'll need another missionary. I think I'm going to purchase a settler first, however. You're going to go here. You're going to build a quarry there. That'll give me access to another luxury. You're going to hang out there. We'll purchase this tile. I like being able to purchase tiles aggressively because it means I can get much more value out of my civilization's bonuses. Can you unlink? And you go there. And then immediately settle. There's a +4 harbor right there. Let's do it. But just work on a granary because I want you to grow. And you have not really much left to do. I might send you off to improve like this coffee here. Seems reasonable. Jebel Barkal, Apadana. Whoa. Where are you going? No. You're heading back. You got settlers to guard. How many more settlers am I getting here? Because I think we're starting to run out of land. I mean, we're kind of running out of land. We're also kind of not running out of land at all. We could settle up here. We could settle another city over here. We could settle here for fun. And we could settle here for fun. And we could settle here for fun. We could settle a city right here. We could settle cities here. Well, I don't know. This would get flooded pretty quick. But we could settle up here, for example. Like we could keep settling. We could just have a massive naval empire sprawling across the entire world. Let's go ahead and buy this tile. I think I'm going to upgrade this into a caravel and do a little bit of exploration. It's going to cost me a lot of gold, but I think it's worth it. All right, let's get you out. I'd like to get the foreign ministry if I could, but I don't know if I want to delay settlers for it. I would like the extra faith. I'd like to be able to get apostles. I'd like to get an intelligence ministry. There's an oracle over here. Hello. Hello, oracle. Do I want to get the oracle? I don't see a reason not to. Foreign Ministry. Holy Site Temple. Settler. Let's grab the Foreign Ministry. We have a lot of cities, so we're not under pressure to keep settling. God, the city's already on a river, so an aqueduct isn't completely necessary. I think a lighthouse would be pretty good here. I could have sworn lighthouses are supposed to give food. Maybe I'm mental. Maybe they removed that and gave it the +1 food in all coast tiles. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, right? Maybe I'm a little crazy. Every time I look at the lighthouse, I'm like, shouldn't this give me food? And it does give me food, but it gives me food in a way that I don't remember because I'm like so used to the vanilla game. We completed the Maori over here. This city is crazy. I'd like to get the aqueduct for growth. It'll take 8 turns. Good stuff. Good exploration happening over here. Let's get some fish online. I don't have the money for that, so we'll have to wait a turn. And you have one more build charge. I know I have a builder with 1 build charge heading over. We may as well get them all sort of heading up this way. I'm really liking this strategy, by the way, that we've gone for the late settler strategy. I don't think it would work on specific map types and game types, but I think for this particular map and game type, it's been very interesting. I need to experiment more with different game setups. I think I've been getting a little bit stale, and that has confined me into a very narrow band of strategies. And I think I need to explore more map-dependent strategies, because this has actually been a lot of fun to play in this way. It's kind of been a little bit more interesting and engaging than it has been just the base strategy than say some of my other games where I've just been, you know, doing the same old deity Pangea, play the optimal build order. This is kind of a little bit more, not necessarily screwing around, but seeing where you can get value from other areas of the game's systems. Okay. Actually, a chicken pizza in here would be tremendously valuable. I could build it. I could build a chicken pizza. It's 53 turns. Would I rather build it over here? Not really. 46 turns. Would I rather build it over here? I mean, there's not enough jungle, really. I mean, there's a couple of guaranteed jungle. It would take only 22 turns here, but then that would be cutting into my settler time. Let's promote Reina to tax collector. That'll get us a little bit more gold out of her. We can actually go check that. We're at 206 and it goes up to 219. So that's not entirely terrible. The city isn't very big. It will grow bigger in time. But that's neither here nor there. Where the hell does this settler go? Where's there still valuable land? I think we could certainly settle over here. Or here. We've got potential places we could settle that we could have fun with. Let's purchase this tile. That'll border pop us. Let's purchase this tile. You have 2 build charges. We want you to go where? Trying to avoid building mines. Trying to avoid... Now, I don't think mines put out CO2, but it's kind of thematically fits, you know? Let's go ahead and see if we can get that fish over there online. So we have more governor titles. I think it could be worth going to curator with Pingala. I think actually Moksha with the divine architect is really good here, and the religious pressure. Problem is I have to invest heavily in him just to be able to purchase districts with faith. Whereas it could be really interesting to build a city based around Liang's aquaculture promotion. We've got to pick a city that sort of fits the aquaculture theme. What I want to look for is a city with at least maybe 1 to 2 land tiles, and then a bunch of like fishing boats and a bunch of reefs. The reefs are kind of semi-optional, but it would be nice. You know what? I actually think up here is the spot. Maybe on the horses? Yeah, let's go send a city up on the horses, actually. I changed my mind about you. You're going up there. We're going to appoint Liang, but we will put her in that new city. Turn it into a water powerhouse. Kind of show you that little strategy that I don't think I'm the only one who came up with it, but it's one that I've been cooking away at, sort of theory crafting. I'm not going to sell you my diplomatic favor. I've probably already sold my diplomatic favor a couple of times, just not reading it properly. Looks like he wants to buy my marble. I will accept that deal. He's giving me gold and diplomatic favor, which is a pretty favorable deal. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'm thinking a theater square right here. And then do I want to do a holy site on this forest right there? I don't mind doing a holy site on that forest right there. Is there another district I would like to get, maybe? I think I'd actually prefer to get a campus there. So the question is the order of these things. I think I'm going to go aqueduct first to get the city to grow. I'm kind of focusing on growth a little bit this game. I think it's making things interesting for me. It's making I hope it's making things interesting to watch. Seeing all these huge cities with lots of forests and no mines, and seeing that we're actually still quite productive, which is not what I would have predicted going into playing the Maori. But it seems like their bonuses towards the unimproved features thing is really quite useful for staying afloat. I can't remember what I was doing with you. All right, you're an escort unit. That's right. Oh, wake up. Somebody built the Great Library. Storm rages on. There's a couple of cities without housing. You're building your granary. That's fine. I could faith purchase another settler. Let's do that. And then I guess I'll get a missionary as well to try and convert Kumasi. I'm role-playing as the AI. I'm just settling until my eyes bleed. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to build that there. Not really a whole lot of fishing tiles in range of this city. Let's go clear that out. Get the 100 faith. Let's go improve the sheep. We're definitely playing New Zealand now. You want to buy my foxes and horses, and you want to give me gold and diplomatic favor. That seems like a pretty reasonable deal. I should really start getting more alliances with these guys. Ooh, a withering drought, and that looks like it's actually near my empire. There's not enough forests around. Looks like he's cleared out all of his forests, which caused a drought on my farm here, which kind of sucks. I mean, I have a lot of forest. It's just this particular tile. I don't have any control over him. So let's get an alliance with Pakahuti. Pack and Hooties. With Patchy Boy, I'm going to go for an economic alliance. He might give me some gold. He'll give me 14 gold for an economic alliance. With Mansa Musa, I'm going to send him a delegation. I'm going to declare a friendship. I'm going to get an alliance of the research type. He'll pay me a very small amount of gold. And then with Christina, we can declare friendship. And we can do a religious alliance. Whoa. Did they switch? I feel like they switched these buttons. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, I'd like to get the Maori. I think I'm going to place my harbor. The aqueduct can only really be placed in one spot, and that eats up a really good tile. I mean, in theory, I could just put Liang up here. The question is, do I value the housing or do I value this tile? And I think I value the tile. We can always figure out housing from other sources. Of courses. We're going to be able to place another district in here soon, so I want to do something that doesn't take a lot of time. I guess we'll just faith purchase these. Actually, speaking of which, once we get mass production, I should really be going for siege tactics. The production, yeah, I should really be going for siege tactics. It's actually kind of a mistake that I haven't been, because I'm going to run it, well, yeah, maybe. Sometimes I don't know what the right choice is, but I know that I've been making some of the wrong choices. A cute little canal city over there. We could get a cute little island city over here. We don't have to worry about loyalty near this guy anymore. I could settle right there. Get a cute little city. It would kind of annoy him probably to settle that close. So that's a maybe. It's going to be a maybe from me, dog. Let's purchase that. Let's put the fishing boat out. And there. Unit needs orders. I'm going to put 2 build charges into you. Where are we going? Where are we going with these build charges? My God. These kind of restrictions make me like I'm having a hard time finding places to just put my build charges. Whereas normally I would just constantly be finding places to put them. I guess you could just go sleep in the city and then we'll call upon you when I spot you at some point later in the game. Okay, he wants to buy some strategics off me for diplomatic favor. I'll make that deal since I have quite a few in stockpile. I don't need them myself. We completed the library over here. Do we want to go straight for the university? I think that could be a reasonable thing to do. Could be a reasonable thing to do. It could be a very reasonable thing to do. I could also pick up another trader. I think I might just purchase that trader. Get that out of my head so that decision's a little bit easier to make. I could go for the Shrine and the Temple, and that would give me a lot of faith. But I think Science is kind of my weakest yield right now. So if I can get a buff to Science in a few turns, I'd be quite happy with that. Right, so where the hell are we settling this guy? That is the $10 million question. I think we're settling him over here. I think that's what we settled upon. So let's keep improving our cities. I don't mind spending gold on tile purchasing because I just have so much. I don't need to save for anything. I mean, there's part of me that would have liked to have saved for the Great Engineer to be able to get some of these late game wonders that I really, really want. But I'm actually, like, I'm doing so well that I think I can unlock them before anyone else can. Like, yeah, scientifically, I'm on par with a lot of these guys. I'm on par or better than most of the AIs, especially in culture, where I'm absolutely just, you know, taking one of those all over the AI. Let's buy the 1, 2, 3. So it's gotta be a bit of swapping going on. I need to wait a turn before I can do that. But that should fill out a lot of these borders, which is nice. I really am enjoying the whole culture bombing from fishing boats. sometimes one of the big problems I have with coastal cities is that your cities just take so long to get all the coastal tiles, whereas with culture bombs it's like bam bam bam, you've got them, which feels really, really nice. I'm gonna call this though the end of the episode. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 episodes that I put out on the sort of, you know, D-Day of, you know, content being allowed for Gathering Storm. I hope you guys are really enjoying this game. I'm having actually a ton of fun playing on this particular this map and these settings with this civilization and this strategy. It's a very interesting strategy. I think it is sort of just, you know, I have a little peaceful ally, and I'm kind of just doing what the Maori do, right? I'm just spreading out, I'm settling everywhere, and I'm doing what I do, and I'm kind of not taking much notice of people. I haven't been in any wars. I've got lots of friends. I'm setting up for a really strong late game of culture. I don't have a particularly good mid game of culture, but I'm hoping maybe as I fill my empire out with forests and national parks and all that sort of jazz, that maybe we can get a really good culture game going. And in fact, there's probably room for some ski resorts and stuff like that in here, which, you know, keep your eye out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.